10 strongest New Avengers villains, ranked by power level. Number 10. Iron Man made the New Avengers, then tried to wipe them out. The reason the New Avengers team exists is because of Tony Stark. He helped start the original Avengers, and he also created the New Avengers. It's funny to think that the same guy who made the team would later try to break it apart. During the Civil War, when the Superhuman Registration Act started, Tony made other superheroes scared to not sign up. Not because they wanted to, but because they were afraid. The problems Tony caused to push his own ideas affected the whole superhero community, even the team he made. He wanted the New Avengers to bring heroes together, but then he ended up trying to break them apart without realizing he had become what he didn't like. Number 9. Norman Osborn tried to use lies to take the New Avengers' place. In the newer Spider-Man comics, Peter Parker sees Norman Osborn as a friend, and Norman is shown as a good guy who used to be controlled by the bad Green Goblin. The Green Goblin is like Norman's evil side, but old Marvel stories made it clear that Norman was always bad, even without the Goblin. He even takes over S.H.I.E.L.D. after the president makes him the boss. During the Skrull invasion, Norman killed Queen Veronki on live TV and somehow saved the world when the New Avengers couldn't, and helped him trick the media and change S.H.I.E.L.D. into Hammer. But Norman isn't just a problem for the New Avengers. He also tries to take their place by making his own team called the Dark Avengers. Number 8. Different versions of the Dark Avengers fought the New Avengers. Norman Osborn wanted to make a more popular team instead of the New Avengers, so he picked his worst villain friends. He gave them new, nicer-looking costumes that people would recognize. He made Mac Gargan, the old Scorpion, into his Spider-Man, used Logan's son Daken as Wolverine, and picked Bullseye to be his super-accurate Hawkeye. Norman called himself Iron Patriot and made this team the Dark Avengers. But Norman didn't just trick the media. He also controlled the Dark Avengers to do what he wanted. He fooled them and made them strong enemies for the New Avengers. Because the media liked the Dark Avengers, it was hard for the New Avengers to show people that Norman and his team were really bad. Number 7. The Hood and his team of villains often caused trouble for the New Avengers. Before he became the new Ghost Rider, Parker Robbins was called the Hood, and he made a group of supervillains to take down heroes one by one. His team included Chemistro, the Wrecker, Jigsaw, Vermin, Bulldozer, Blackout, Answer, the Wizard, Madam Mask, Cutthroat, the Living Laser, Purple Man, and Brother Drum. That's just a small part of how big his gang really is and how much trouble they caused for the New Avengers. By himself, Robbins isn't very powerful. He's a low-level villain, and that might even be giving him too much credit. Most of his team are also low-level villains, but together they become a serious threat to the New Avengers because they work as a team. One small villain can't beat the New Avengers, but a whole group might have a chance. Number 6. Daniel Drum goes after the New Avengers to get revenge for his brother's death. Daniel Drum is the brother of Jericho Drum, also called Brother Voodoo. During the New Avengers stories, Jericho becomes the new Sorcerer Supreme. Funny enough, before Jericho got the job, Daniel was supposed to be the top master of dark magic and practiced magic a lot when he was younger. At the same time, Jericho didn't believe much in their family's religion. When Jericho died, he made Daniel promise to keep the magic alive as Brother Voodoo. Most of the time, Daniel tried to help as a ghost, but after Jericho died, he got more angry and mean. He blamed Doctor Strange and started fighting the New Avengers. Daniel showed how strong ghosts can be by taking control of Doctor Strange's friends to fight against him. His power to take over people's bodies proves he's really good at magic, even after death. Number 5. Moradin was the first Sorcerer Supreme and a big enemy of the New Avengers. When Sunspot bought AIM, he decided to use it for good and made a new Avengers team to fight big dangers coming to the multiverse. One of their biggest enemies is Moradin. He is the Sorcerer Supreme of the 5th Cosmos, which means he is one of the strongest villains any Avengers team has ever had to fight. He is the first real magic boss in the whole multiverse. Moradin is so powerful that he survived when the 5th Cosmos changed into the 6th. When that happened, he changed into Omnimax, the Devourer of Worlds. No matter what name he goes by, Moradin or Omnimax, he is one of the strongest Marvel characters that have appeared in the last 10 years. Number 4. New Avengers versus the Void, Sentry's evil side. By himself, Robert Bob Reynolds, as Sentry is one of the bravest heroes in the Marvel universe. But when the Void takes over him, he turns into the complete opposite. The Void is mean and angry, and it scares everyone whenever it shows up or is even talked about. In the story called The Sentry, starting in New Avengers number 7, the team has to fight against Sentry's dark side. It's not just super powerful, it might even be connected to God's own power. Number 3. Yelena Belova's change into the Super Adaptoid was a big problem for the New Avengers. Yelena Belova is famous now in the MCU as the newest Avenger, and someone connected to Black Widow because they both trained to be assassins in the Red Room. Her comic story is kind of the same, but at one point she gets caught in a bigger plan. When AIM and Hydra experiment on her, they turn her into the Super Adaptoid, a creature that can copy anyone's powers just by touching them. This makes Yelena the toughest enemy the New Avengers have to face. In New Avengers Annual number 1, she almost beats the whole team, even Marvel's Superman, all at once. If it weren't for lots of Iron Man suits and the powerful Void helping, the New Avengers would have lost for sure. Number 2. The Hand can't be stopped, not even by the New Avengers. The Hand is mostly known for fighting fighting Daredevil, but they actually show up as villains for lots of heroes all over the Marvel Universe. They can be bad guys for any hero in any comic. They come back in New Avengers number 11, when Maya Lopez is introduced as Ronin. The Hand teams up with Viper, also called Madame Hydra, to get Silver Samurai to join them. Later, Elektra Natchios, who becomes the leader of the Hand and is really dangerous, tries to make Maya join by fighting the New Avengers. The Hand is always around in Marvel stories. Even heroes like Daredevil have tried many times to stop them, but the Hand never stays gone. They're like cockroaches, always coming back stronger and with more ninjas every time people think they've been beaten. Number 1. Agamotto, the New Avengers' biggest and hardest boss fight. The Eye of Agamotto is a special magic item that shows up a lot in Doctor Strange's stories. It becomes really important in the New Avengers when Doctor Strange loses his job as Sorcerer Supreme. So he and the Avengers follow the Eye to find the next Sorcerer Supreme. The Eye is such a big part of Avengers history that people sometimes forget how important Agamotto is. Agamotto was part of the Stone Age Avengers and was Earth's first Sorcerer Supreme. Later, Agamotto comes back from the spirit world to start a demon attack on Earth because he thinks Doctor Strange and Dr. Voodoo didn't do a good enough job. Even after all this time, Agamotto has gotten even stronger.